All right, so since I'm not doing the Wednesday mornings online, I'm now doing Thursdays, our core day. So we're going to be doing everything on the mat today. No warm-up required. We're just going to be doing everything right on the mat and getting the whole core engaged. So before we flop on down to the mat, obviously got to get our name today. So today we are feeling fit and abulous. All right, yeah. Getting our little twist up there. All right, so today we're going to be starting out working out the abs, and then we're going to be going into a little bit more hips and some of those other core muscles. So we're going to start out on our backs here. We're going to start out, all right, onto our butts and then our backs. But we're going to start out with our hands out in front of our body, and we're just going to twist over to the left side and back up to the middle. Doing a little half of a Russian twist, going to the left, then up to that middle. Then we're going to come back, staying leaning back, and we're just going to tap our heels on the inside. All right, so just pulling those knees in and tapping those heels on the inside. Then we're going to go onto that right side, twisting over to the right, back up to the middle. And then we're going to flip over and do a downward dog plank. All right, so we're going to go into our plank here. Butt comes up, tapping the opposite leg, back down into a plank, and then back into that downward dog position. So you're just alternating right side and left side. All right, so our first round, we're going to be doing everything for 1 minute each. All right, and we're going to go 2 times through on all those exercises. We're going to do a running clock, just going back to back to back, and then we got our other circuits coming up after that. We got 3 different circuits today that we're going to be doing to engage those core muscles. So we're going to start out on that Russian twist, going to the left side, getting those abs working on the side, and we're going to start it up in 10 seconds. All right, so sitting down on our mats, we're going to twist to that left and then back up to the middle. Twist to the left, back up to the middle in 3, 2, and 1. All right, just twist into that left side and then back up to the middle. Twist to that left side and then back up to the middle. Good, all right, nice. Going back and forth, keeping those abs tight, just leaning back, keeping those arms together. Arms are straight out in front of that body, and you're just twisting that torso, watching your hands, watching your arms as you twist to that left side. And as you watch those, as your eyes follow those hands, the body, the torso will follow that whole direction. All right, just going back and forth to the left, and then up to the top, going over to that left side, and then up to the middle. All right, going back and forth, keeping those abs nice and tight, using that right side to pull yourself back up to that middle. All right, inhale as we go out, and exhale as we come back up. Good, all right, we got less than 10 seconds, and then we're going into our heel taps, pulling those feet in, back and forth in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're just pulling those heels in, and just tapping those heels back and forth, leaning back and just lifting those feet up off of the mat. All right, leaning back, lifting those feet up off the mat, just pulling those knees in towards the chest, alternating side to side. If you want to make this more challenging for yourself, you can do it without touching the ground with those feet. All right, so you can make it more challenging by not even touching the ground with those feet. And we're just tapping the inside of those heels, coming back and forth, staying leaning back here. All right, nice. Just keep tapping here. Just keep tapping in and out. Good. All right, tapping the foot to the ground and then bringing your knee up towards your chest, tightening up those abs, leaning back. Good, and just tapping the inside of those heels. Good. All right, we got 10 more seconds to go on this one, and then we're going on to that right side, twisting over to the right and back up to the middle in 3, 2, and 1. All right, stay leaning back, and we're twisting to the right side this time, and back up to the middle. Twisting over to the right, and back up to the middle. Good, getting that nice Russian twist there, keeping those arms straight, twisting that torso. Those eyes follow the arms. The eyes follow the hands, follow the arms. That whole torso twists over to that left side, and then back up to the middle. The whole torso twists with those arms, and then coming back up to the middle. Good, all right, keep going here, stay leaning back, keeping those abs tight, shoulders are back. Good, over to that right side, and back up to the top. Over to that right side, and back up to the top, tightening up those abs, getting through that whole range of motion. All right, over to that right side, and back up to the middle. Good, all right, 10 more seconds to go here, 10 more seconds to go, and then we're going into our downward dog plank, all right, 10 more seconds, going into our downward dog plank, 3, 2, and 1, all right, flipping over, going into our plank, and then that butt comes up, and just tapping the opposite leg, so right hand touches the left leg, and left hand touches the right leg, coming down into that plank, and then you're shifting that body weight back, pushing that butt up into the air, and then coming back in to that standard plank, onto those hands, coming down, and then back up, all right, coming down, and then back up, all right, pushing that butt up nice and high. The lower down on your leg that you touch, the harder that's going to be, all right? So if you touch your knee, it'll be a little bit easier than if you're coming down and touching this shin or the ankle, all right? So the lower you go, the more range of motion that requires, all right? The more engagement of those abs that is necessary, coming down and then back up, good. All right, we're gonna go back into our Russian twist on the left side in 3, 2, and 1. Flipping back over, going to the start. Flipping back over, going to the start, all right, twist into that left side, and then back up to the middle. Twist to that left side, and back up to the middle. All right, arms are straight, and then just bring those arms back up to the middle. Arms straight, twist that torso over to the left, and then back up to the middle. Twist over to the left, then back up to the middle, keeping those abs nice and tight here. All right, down, and then back up, good. All right, shoulders are back, and just twist over to that left side, tightening up those abs, and pulling yourself back up to that middle spot, right back to that starting point. Keeping those arms together, all right, twisting to that left side. Good, 10 more seconds here, 10 more seconds, twisting over to that left, back up to the top, all right, and then we're gonna go into our heel taps in 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming into our heel taps, all right, just tapping the inside of those heels, tapping the inside of those heels, all right, back and forth, all right, tap, tap, all right, back and forth, right leg, right foot, left foot, all right. Like I said before, if you want to make it more challenging for yourself, you can do this without touching your feet to the ground, all right, or you can just keep tapping those heels to the ground and pulling those heels in towards that chest, all right, and just tapping the inside of those heels, alternating back and forth, alternating side to side, right foot and left foot, leaning back and just tapping those feet, leaning back and just tapping those feet, alternating back and forth, good. All right, keep going here, keep going here, keep moving those feet, keep those abs tight. All right, 10 more seconds, and then we're going over to our right side, twisting in 3, 2, and 1. All right, twisting over to that left side, twisting over to the right side there, twisting over to the right side. Arms are straight, and then just twist to the right, back up to the middle, twist to the right, and back up to the middle. Good, tightening up those abs, and then just bringing those hands up to the center. All right, twisting that torso all the way over to that right side, and then back up to the middle. All right, twisting that torso over to that right side, and back up to the middle, tightening up those abs, leaning back, keeping those shoulders back, all right, and just twisting all the way over. Those eyes follow the hands, they follow the arms, and that torso follows as well, all right, coming over to that right side, and then back up to that middle. Keep those hands together, keep those arms straight, all right, back and forth, almost there, almost there. We got 10 more seconds to go, and then we're going back into our downward dog planks, all right, going back into our downward dog planks, coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Flipping back over, coming back into our downward dogs, on our hands, on our feet, butt comes up, and then just touching the opposite leg with the opposite hand, all right, coming down into that regular plank, then going up, up, getting that butt up into the air, stretching out those hamstrings, and just touching the opposite leg. Left hand touches the right leg, and then right hand touches the left leg. Good, all right, coming down, and then back up, coming down, and then back up, all right. Nice, keep going through this one. Keep going through this one over halfway through on this guy. All right, down into that plank, and then that butt comes up into the air, shifting that weight back onto those feet, into those legs. All right, 10 more seconds here. Then we get a quick break where I'll show you our next circuit. All right, coming down and up, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, take a breather, grab some water, and I'll show you our next round. This round, we're going 45 seconds per set instead of 60 seconds. All right, we're going to start out on our left side. We're going to go on our hands and knees. You're going to start out with your hand behind your head. We're going to bring that elbow down to the right elbow, and then just rotate that torso coming up and down. We're just rotating that torso, opening up that chest, and getting that elbow facing up to the ceiling. All right, then we're going to do a straight leg fire hydrant. So we're going to bring that left leg out to our side and lift that left leg up and down, keeping it straight. Then we're going to swing that leg back out, and we're just going to do a pulse, keeping our legs straight, squeezing our butt, doing a reverse leg raise. All right, and then we're going to finish this one out on our left side doing a side plank. So you can do the side plank with the feet stacked, or you can do it on your knees. All right, so we're going to go into that side plank to finish that one out. All right, so we're going to start out with that rotation, elbow coming up and down on our hands and knees. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. All right, elbow comes down, and then rotate all the way up. Elbow comes down, inhale as we come down, exhale as we come up. Keeping that right hand on the ground, all right, and we're just rotating that torso, trying to get that elbow facing up to the ceiling, opening up that chest, and coming up and down. Inhale as we go down, exhale as we go up. All right, bringing that left elbow down to the right elbow, and then raising that left elbow all the way up into the air. All right, good. Keep going here, and then we're going to go into our straight leg fire hydrant in 3, 2, and 1. All right, bringing that leg out, swinging that leg out to the left side, keeping it straight, and just lifting it up off of the ground. All right, my leg isn't coming too far up off of the ground. I'm coming up maybe 3, 4, 5 inches. All right, we just want to keep that core nice and tight here. Don't let that body twist too much. You want to keep those hips and that chest square to the ground, and just lifting that left leg up as high as you can get it without compromising your body's position, keeping those abs tight. Good. All right, keep going here. And we're going to switch into our reverse leg raise in 3, 2, and 1. Left leg straight back behind you, and then we're just pulsing that left leg up and down. All right, staying on those hands and that knee, and that left leg just stays straight back behind that body, and just squeeze that butt to lift that leg up and down. Just squeeze that butt to lift that leg up and down, just pulsing it behind you. Flex that foot, pointing your toe towards you. All right, not trying to point that toe back behind you, and just squeezing that butt, lifting that leg up and down. Good. All right, keep going here. And then we got our side plank coming up, laying on our left side in 3, 2, and 1. All right, left arm on the ground. Left arm on the ground, and we can go feet stacked, or you can go on that left knee. All right, you can go feet stacked or that left knee on the ground, and just trying to keep those hips up off the ground, holding that plank nice and tight. All right, keeping those shoulders stacked up on one another, keeping those abs nice and tight on that left side, and just holding on to that side plank position here. All right, keeping that hand up, or you can put that hand by your side. We want to make sure that our shoulders are back and our shoulder blades are squeezed together. Shoulders are stacked up on one another. We're not hunching over. All right, and then we're going to go onto our right side with that little rotation, that T-spine rotation in 3, 2, and 1. All right, onto our hands and knees, and this time that right elbow is coming down to the left, and then right elbow comes all the way up, pointing towards the ceiling. All right, so you're going to separate those shoulder blades as you come down, trying to touch those elbows, and then you're squeezing those shoulder blades together as you bring that elbow up into the air, coming down, and then up. All right, bring that elbow down, and then open up that chest, bringing that elbow nice and high up into the air, opening up as you come up to the top. Inhale as you go down, and exhale as you come up. All right, inhale as you go down, exhale as you come up, and we're going to go to our straight leg fire hydrant in 3, 2, and 1. All right, straight leg, fire hydrant, bringing that right leg up to the side and lifting it up and down. All right, lifting that right leg up and down off the ground and just coming through that motion, tightening up those abs and lifting that leg up nice and high. All right, tightening up those abs and lift that leg up as high as you can without compromising that body's position, all right, without moving those hips around too much. Tighten up those abs and then lift that leg up. Control that leg going back down, all right? I don't want you plopping that foot back down on the ground. You want to control it up and control it back down, all right? Up and down. We're going to go to our pulse in the back in 3, 2, and 1. All right, leg pulsing in the back. Right leg pulsing back behind you. Keeping that right leg straight and just squeezing that butt up and down. All right, keeping that right leg straight and we're just pulsing it up and down. Good. All right, keeping those abs tight. Butt squeeze. Good. All right, keep that leg moving. Up an inch, down an inch. Keeping that butt squeeze that whole time. All right, nice easy movement here. All right, not too aggressive with the movement. We're just pulsing all the way through, squeezing that butt and moving that leg up and back down. Good. All right, and we're going to go to our side plank in 3, 2, and 1. Onto our right arm this time. And then you can go feet stacked on each other, or you can go on that knee, and we're just stacking those shoulders up on top of one another. All right, keeping a nice straight shoulder here. All right, keeping those shoulder blades squeeze back together, keeping those hips up off the ground. You can go on your feet or on your knees here. You can go on your feet or on your knees. Feet are going to be more challenging. Knees are going to be easier. All right. If you want to challenge yourself anymore, you can lift one leg up off the ground too. All right. Whether you're on your knees or your feet, you can challenge yourself a little bit more, lifting that left leg up off the ground as well. All right. Good. Almost there. We're going to go back to our left side with that rotation in 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down onto our hands and knees. And that left arm is coming up and down again. All right, so second round here. Back to the beginning. Bringing that left elbow down to our right elbow. And then pointing that left elbow up to the ceiling. Getting that full rotation of that torso. All right, just tightening up those abs and rotating that body all the way up. Tightening up those abs and then rotate that body all the way up and back down. Good. All right, keep going here. Keep going here. Inhale as we come down. Exhale as we go up. All right, get that breathing rhythm going. And then we're going to go into our straight leg fire hydrant in 3, 2, and 1. All right, left leg swinging out to our side. And we're just lifting that left leg up and down off the ground. Keep those abs nice and tight. And just lifting that leg up and down. Keeping those abs tight. And just lifting that leg up and down. All right, trying to keep those hips and that chest square to the ground as you lift that leg. Good, keep going here. Control it all the way through. Control it all the way through. Exhale as you go up. Inhale as you come down. All right, don't plop that leg back down. You want to control it up and then control it as it goes down. All right. And next up, we're going to go into our reverse pulse. All right, bring that leg back in 3, 2, and 1. Left leg back behind you, and then we're just squeezing that butt, pulsing that left leg, keeping it straight. Keep that left leg locked out, flexing that foot. All right, keep it locked out, and we're just squeezing that butt, keeping those abs tight, and coming up and down with that leg, pulsing all the way through. Good, keeping those shoulders tucked back, squeeze together, keeping that back nice and flat here. All right, keep that leg locked out and just keep that butt working. All right, lifting that leg up and down, staying in that pulsing motion. All right, up an inch, down an inch, and then we're going to go into our side plank on our left side in 3, 2, and 1. All right, onto that left arm, on your feet or on your knees. On your feet or on your knees. All right, stacking those shoulders up onto one another and just keeping those hips up off the floor. Tightening up those abs on the left side to keep those hips up. All right, keep those abs nice and tight. All right, keep that core nice and strong. I'm trying to squeeze that rib cage in as much as you can, flexing all those muscles in that interior, in that torso, in that core, in that abdomen, all right? And just keeping those shoulders back, keeping those shoulders stacked up on one another. And you can be on your feet or on your knees. And we're gonna go back to our right side, coming up with our rotation in 3, 2, and 1. All right, on the hands and knees, right arm coming up and down. Right arm coming up and down, bringing that right arm all the way up. Right elbow pointing up towards the ceiling as you come up to the top. And then just bringing that right elbow down to the left elbow, tightening up those abs to bring that arm all the way up to the top. Inhale as you go down, exhale as you come up. Inhale as we go down, exhale as we come up. All right, on the hands, on the knees, and just guiding ourselves through that motion all the way down and all the way back up. Good. All right, we're going to go into our straight leg fire hydrant in 3, 2, and 1. All right, swinging that right leg out to our side and just lifting that right leg up as high as we can get it without compromising our body's position. Keep those abs nice and tight. All right, tightening up those abs helps raise that leg up and helps keep that body in position. All right, trying to keep that right leg as straight as you can. Should feel this one biting in the side of the hips there, those external rotators. Remember to control it on the way up and control it on the way down. All right, don't plop that leg back down into the ground. You want to control it all the way through. Control it all the way through, tightening up those abs, lifting that leg up nice and high there. All right, up and down. We're going to go to our reverse pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Right leg straight back behind you, keeping that back straight, keeping that back flat, and just coming up and down. Good. All right, and just pulsing that leg up and down, pulsing that leg up and down, squeezing that butt, keeping that right leg as straight as you can, locking that right leg out, and just squeezing that butt up and down, pulsing that right leg as we go, pulsing that right leg up and down, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. All right, stand onto our knee, on our hands, and we're just pulsing that through. Going on to our side plank next in 3, 2, and 1. All right, right arm on the ground, and then we're going into our side plank on that right side. Side plank on that right side. All right, left arm up into the air, stacking those shoulders up onto one another on your feet or on your knees. On your feet or on your knees, all right? Whatever your ability is on your end of the screen, all right? We all got our own conditioning levels. Our bodies are all different, all right? And just engaging those abs, tightening up those abs on that right side to keep those hips up off the ground, all right? And keep going here. Keep breathing into the nose, out through the mouth. We're on our feet or on our knees. And then we get a break in 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a breather. All right, 2 circuits down, 1 more to go. All right, 1 more, we're going back to minute sets. 4 different exercises. We're gonna start out with another version of a heel tap. All right, this time we're gonna be on our backs, and then we're just gonna bring those heels over to the left side, up to the middle, and then over to the right side. All right, just tapping those heels side to side, engaging those abs down low and getting those obliques working a little bit. All right, our next one, we're gonna go arms behind us, and we're gonna do a little side sit up here. So we're gonna come up into a sit up, and we're just gonna try and touch our fingertips to the outside of our heels. So we're gonna come down, arms back, and then just trying to touch our heels on the outside as we come into that sit up, alternating right and left. All right, if you can't get all the way up into that sit-up, then just give me a little crunch going side to side. All right, so if you can't get all the way up, just try to get that opposite shoulder up. So if I'm going to the left side, bring that right shoulder up off the mat. If I'm going over to the right side, getting that left shoulder up off that mat. And we're just engaging the sides of the abs on that one. All right, our next one, we're gonna go hands under our butts. And we're going to do a little leg circle. So we're going to go legs out straight in front of us, all right, off the ground. And we're going to do a nice big circle coming around. And then at the top, we're just going to go in the opposite direction. So we come up to the top, doing a circle around, and then change direction once we get to the top, coming back around, all right? And then our last one, our 4th exercise on this one, we're we're gonna do a new plank variation. I don't think I've done with you guys yet. All right, so we're gonna get into our planks on our hands, on our feet, and we're just gonna come back to our heels. So we're gonna bring ourselves back, tucking our butt back into our heels, and then back into our plank. We're just gonna shift that body back and forth, tucking that butt back towards those heels, and then back into that plank position. If you need to do an elevated surface, or you can do this one on your forearms as well, doing a little bit modified, you can do that as well. All right, so we're gonna start out with those heel taps on our backs. Starting out with those heel taps on our backs, minute-long sets. We're going 2 times through. All right, going heel taps right to left in 3, 2, and 1. All right, just tap those heels on the left, up and over, tap those heels on the right. Keep those feet together, keep those knees bent, and we're just engaging those abs on the sides and down low, keeping that back onto the mat, and just shifting those feet from side to side. Shifting those feet from side to side. Tap those heels on the right, up and over, tap those heels onto the left. Good, back and forth. Stay in control here. You don't have to go speed round or lightning speed at all. We just want to stay in control, coming up and over. Staying in control, coming up and over, tightening up those abs, and then just bringing those feet over to the side, tapping those heels up and over, then tapping onto the other side. Good, back and forth, tighten up those abs, and pulling those legs up over to the other side. Good, all right, and our next one, we're gonna be doing those sit-ups, going side to side, trying to tap the outside of our heels in 3, 2, and 1. All right, feet on the ground, arms back behind us, and we're just coming up and just trying to tap the outside of those heels. Arms back, and then tapping the other side of our other heel. All right, back and forth, laying all the way down, and then just trying to bring those fingertips all the way to the outside, wrapping them around the outside of the leg. All right, we're just twisting that torso a little bit as we come up to get that body up and around those legs. All right, and like I said, if you can't get all the way up into that sit-up, just give me that crunch. Instead, just trying to get that shoulder up off that mat as you're alternating sides. Bringing those arms back behind you, and then just crunching from side to side, coming up and down. All right, we can all make our own modifications to this. All right, coming back and forth. Good. All right, and our next one, we're coming into our leg circles, going around in 3, 2, and 1. All right, legs out, and we're gonna go nice big circles with those legs, and then at the top, just going in reverse direction. All right, nice big circle with those legs, then at the top, going in reverse direction. All right, back and forth, keeping those abs nice and tight, around and around we go. All right, the straighter those legs are, the harder that's going to be. All right, the more bend you have in those knees, the easier it's going to be on those abs. All right, the straighter those legs are, the more challenging it's going to be, the more you got gravity working against you. All right, going nice big circles all the way around, and then in the opposite direction. Nice big circles coming around, then in the opposite direction. Good. All right, back and forth. All right, stopping at the top, and then going in the reverse direction. Good. All right, we're going to go into those plunging planks next, on those hands, on those feet. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. All right, flipping over into that plank position. All right, on the hands, on the feet, and then we're just bringing that body back, tucking that butt back, and then back into that plank. Sitting back into those heels, and then back into that plank. Coming back and forth. All right, stand on those toes. Just shift that body back, and then come back into that plank position. Down, and then up. Good. All right, keep those abs nice and tight. Pushing off those toes. Bringing that body back into that original plank position, shoulders over those hands, coming down, and then back up. All right, nice. Tuck that butt back, and then bring that body back forward. All right, nice. Keep going here. Keep going here. Coming back, and then back up. Good. All right, almost got it. Almost got it. We're gonna go back into our heel tap, back to the very beginning. Coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Flipping back over onto our backs. All right, back to our first one, heel taps, going from right to left. On our backs, going heel taps from right to left. All right, tap those heels on the right side, then lift those legs up and over, tapping onto the left side. All right, just alternating side to side. Lift them up and tap them on the side there. All right, back and forth, tap, and then up and over, tap, then up and over. All right, tightening up those abs and lifting those legs up and back over to the other side. Good. All right, staying in control here. Staying in control all the way through. Good. All right, keeping those backs on the mat. All right, not letting that whole body twist around. You just want to stay in control of those legs and through those hips, and just tucking those heels in, tapping from side to side, lifting those legs up and then over. Good. All right, back and forth. We're going to go into our sit-ups in 3, 2, and 1. All right, feet in, and then we're just bringing those arms back behind us, coming up, and just trying to tap our heels on the outside. Coming up, tapping those heels on the outside. All right, either getting that full sit-up, or you're just doing the crunch, getting that shoulder up off of the mat. All right, doing that full sit-up, or you're just doing that little crunch coming over to the side. All right, you're still engaging those abs by lifting that shoulder up off of that mat. If you're doing the crunch instead of the full sit-up, all right, let those arms come all the way back behind you, all the way back down onto the floor, and then bringing that body back up onto the other side. All right, alternating right and left. Control it all the way through. You don't have to go speed round on this one. You don't have to do a million repetitions. We just want to stay in control, working those abs, coming up and down. Good. All right. Next up, we got our leg circles. Next up, we got our leg circles in 3, 2, and 1. All right, legs out. The straighter those legs are, the harder it's going to be. Coming around in a nice big circle, stopping at the top, and then going in the opposite direction. All right, nice big circle, stop at the top, and then come into the opposite direction. All right, down, and then up. All right, good. Nice big circles here. Tighten up those abs. The longer those legs are, the harder it's going to be. You can keep those hands under the butt to help alleviate some of the pressure on that lower back. All right, coming all the way around. Trying to get those legs as low to the ground as you can during that circle. Getting that full range of motion. All the way down, all the way up. Turn them all around. All right, nice big circles here. Good, nice. Changing it at the top and going back into that reverse direction. Good, nice. Looping those legs all the way around. Looping those legs all the way around. Good, all right, we're going to go into our planks. Our final one in 3, 2, and 1. All right, flipping over into our planks. Flipping over into our planks. And we're just bringing that butt back to those heels. And then just coming back into that plank position. Coming back, all right, tuck that butt back to those heels, staying on those toes, going back and forth, just changing up where that body is, all right, that weight comes back onto those feet, comes back into those toes, into that butt, all right, and then you're just shifting forward, bringing it back forward until those shoulders are up over those hands, all right, just bring it forward until those shoulders are up over those hands, keeping those abs nice and tight, coming back and forth. Good. All right, tuck it in and then extend out. Tuck it in and then extend out. Good. In and then back out. Good. All right, almost there. Almost there. Almost done. We got less than 10 seconds. Less than 10 seconds. Almost there. All right. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Good. Nice job. Nice job. All right. Nice, grab some water and we'll cool it down. Grab some water, we'll cool it on down. All right, we're gonna start out on our stomachs, on our stretch. All right, starting out on our stomachs. You can go with your forearms or your hands on this one. And we're just gonna pull that chest up off of the ground, stretching out those abs, trying to keep those shoulders pulled back. All right, feet are on the ground, legs are extended behind you. All right, you can do this one on your forearms coming up, or you can go on your hands and really push that body up even higher, trying to push those hips into the ground. So you want to squeeze that butt, pushing those hips into the ground, and we're just stretching out those abs. Feel that in the abs, the lower back even, all right? Tightening up those abs, trying to pull those shoulders back, taking that chest out. Good. Again, you can do this one on your hands or you can do it on your forearms, whatever's more comfortable for you today. Good. Hold on to that for a few more seconds here. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. And we're going to flip over onto our backs. All right. Flipping onto our backs. We're just going to pull our knee into our chest. All right. Stretching that hip, stretching out those hips, stretching out those glutes. Pull that knee as close as you can to that chest, keeping those shoulders back against the ground, and just getting that nice stretch in those hips and that butt. All right. And each time you exhale, try to pull it in a little bit closer here. Good, all right. And now we're just gonna bring that right leg over to the left side. Bring that right leg over to the left side, stretching out that lower back, stretching out those hips a little bit more. Ooh, got a little snap, crack, pop there, all right. And trying to keep both shoulders against the ground. Trying to keep both shoulders on the ground here, and just trying to apply a little bit of pressure on the outside of that right knee with that left hand, and just pushing down, trying to get that stretch all the way through. Good. Nice. Hold on to that for a little bit longer there. Getting that stretch on that right side. Good. All right. Nice. And then let's come back up to the middle. And now we're just going to pull that left leg in. Pulling that left leg in. Pulling that left knee in towards the chest. Hugging it nice and close here. All right. Hug that knee nice and close to that chest. Pulling it all the way in. And stretching out that hip, stretching out that butt. Each time you exhale, trying to pull it in a little bit closer. All right, get nice and comfortable with that knee, hugging it nice and close like you miss it. All right, and then we're just gonna twist over to that right side, bringing that left leg over that body, and then just stretching out that lower back and those hips. Again, applying a little bit of pressure on the outside of that left knee with that right hand. And again, trying to keep both shoulders on the mat, all right? Trying to keep both shoulders on the ground here, making sure that we can stretch out that lower back, stretching out the outside of those hips. Good, nice. Hold on to that one right there. And each time you exhale, trying to push down a little bit more on the outside of that knee, getting a little bit deeper into that stretch. Trying to get that leg closer and closer to the ground there. Good, nice, all right, and coming up out of that one. All right, and then we're just gonna come up onto our butts here, and just reaching down, touching our toes. All right, just trying to get that stretch in those hamstrings, coming all the way down. If you can't get your fingers to your toes, and just wrap your hands around your ankles, around your shins. All right, and just trying to tuck your chin into your chest. Tuck your chin into your chest, and just stretching out that back side, stretching out those hamstrings, stretching out that back. All right, everybody might feel it in a different spot. You might feel it lower down in those legs, maybe in the calves. You might feel it in those hamstrings. You might feel it in the lower back, maybe in the upper back. All right, we all have our own tight spots. I definitely feel it a little bit more in my hamstrings today. Yeah, we're just gonna hold on to that for a little bit longer here. Each time you exhale, trying to sink down a little bit lower, pulling yourself down a little bit further into that stretch. Good. All right, and we'll come out of that in 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Nice job today. Well done. Got a nice little core workout today. All right, ready to seize the day.